There's something. Now I don't know if people are too stupid to realize that I'm cleverer than that, but right, I'm clever enough to know this. Okay, right, okay. So one thing that people always fucking get on to me about, always, is about me being fat. Right, me being fat. I was in a fucking it's always trolls, right? I was in a fucking a live stream showing the protests up in showing Dublin protests, right? And I was calling them fascists, saying they're all racist and all this shit. And some conservative women came in the comments like, "You're fat," calling me fat and all that. But here's the thing: if you don't know that's a trigger word it's a trigger word for me because it's been used so many times, right? Not because it's true, but because it's been used so many times. But if you don't know that's my trigger word, you wouldn't fucking say it, because how the fuck am I fat? Look, I'm literally like vertical. I'm not fucking fat. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like if you knew that somebody who drives a Ford Mustang doesn't like his car being referred to as fucking massive, you wouldn't fucking say it. You wouldn't say it all the time, you know, because you wouldn't know. But if you wanted to piss the guy off, you'd say that Ford Mustang is fucking massive. Because that's the thing, I'm not fucking fat. Hey, don't call me fat, goddammit! No, seriously though, look at that. I'm not fat. Nearly all, I'm not even going to say most or many, but nearly all men my age have some sort of weight to them. And many of those will be much fatter than me. I'm 38. I'm not fucking 25. For a 38-year-old, I'm fairly fucking slim. Like, I wouldn't call myself literally slim, but I'm fairly slim for a 38-year-old. Most of these fuckers are out there. Do you understand what I'm saying? I am not fat. I'm just not fat. And the fact that these women, these conservative women in that racist live stream were saying that were calling me fat, I know for a fact that they know that's my trigger word. I don't think they must see that I'm fat. I think they know that's my trigger word. Because if you didn't know that was my trigger word, you wouldn't fucking say it. It's as simple as that. If you didn't know it was my trigger word, you wouldn't fucking say it. Because the first thing you see when you see me isn't how fat I am. I'm literally like normal. Like, this is normal fucking weight. It's not like humongous weight. It's normal fucking weight. It's like, okay. You wouldn't, okay. Sorry, I can't think of a good example except for the Ford Mustang. That's all I can think of as a good example. Because the Ford Mustang is quite a big car. Yeah, it's quite big. But it's not the biggest vehicle. It's far from the biggest vehicle you can get. An 18-wheeler is much bigger than a Ford Mustang. Which is why when you see a Ford Mustang, which is a car, you do not say, "Wow, look at how big that vehicle is. I wonder how many clowns you can fit in that one, you know? I wonder how much bigger than a Mini Cooper that is." Do you know what I mean? Because it's completely irrelevant. It's irrelevant because an 18-wheeler, a fucking super yacht, a nuclear submarine, an aircraft carrier, a Boeing 767, these are all many times larger than the Ford Mustang. Even taking realistic sizes, most 38-year-old guys are more like a Tesco truck. You know what I mean? A Tesco truck. You ever seen those doing the deliveries? Those kind of ones. The Asda trucks, the Sainsbury's trucks. Those home grocery trucks. That size. Most 38-year-old men are kind of like a home delivery truck. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's stupid of me to think you're going to understand these as metaphors, because you people are not fucking clever enough to understand metaphors. You're not clever enough to understand this shit. But I just feel I have to say this shit. Most 38-year-old men are like a delivery truck. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're like kind of like out there like that. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? Most 38-year-old men are a lot bigger than I am. I am not fat. I am not fat. Look at this. I'll even look away from the fucking. Look, that my forearm is as long as that's not fat. If I was fat, I'd be much longer than a forearm. Look at that. It's pretty much exactly the length of my forearm. If I extend my fingers, all of a sudden you've got all this space here. Look at that. Look, I have to look. That's how fucking big I am. I'm not that fucking fat. I'm not that fat. I've got a small bit of weight. Granted, I am about 150. I weighed myself this morning. I'm about 113 kilos. Which is quite a big weight, but I'm not very fat. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because fat people are more horizontal than they are vertical. I'm more vertical than horizontal. Look, there's more verticality to me than there is horizontality. There's more verticality than horizontality. If I was fat, there would be more horizontality than verticality. That's why McDonald's has a big M on their fucking sign. Because that's what a fat person's belly looks like. That's not what my belly looks like. My belly looks like, I'm not too sure. But it doesn't look like a fucking M, like Casio or Wings of Redemption. It looks like a fucking M. Boogie 2988, they look like M sideways like that. That's not what I look like. I do not have those rolls. That is the shape of a fat person. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is not fat. This is just like I've got more verticality than I have horizontality. I'm more vertical than horizontal. I can get up out of bed as soon as I wake up. I'm like, yes, I'm awake again, and I jump out of bed and I'm going to the coffee kettle. I'm making coffee. I'm fucking going to the computer. I'm turning the computer on. You're ready for a new day. I don't fucking get up. I don't fucking struggle to get off the bed. I don't need specialized chairs to sit in. I could sit in a Ryanair flight on the way to Birmingham and on the way back without needing an extra seat. If I was fat, I'd need an extra seat. I could fit in to the Ryanair seat with the fucking armrest down. I'm not fat. And here's the final one, okay? Here's the final reason I'm not fat. Go to YouTube and type in My 600 Pound Life, okay? It's a show on TLC. You might have seen it. Now, these people are enormous. They're some of the fattest people that you will ever see, right? Just facts. They are. Because they're some of the fattest people that you can beat before and actually survive it for a while. Do you know what I mean? Now, watch a bit of My 600 Pound Life and think, is Raccoonitic fat? Well, he's not that fat. Now, as you're watching My 600 Pound Life, you might notice the doctor, the obesity expert in My 600 Pound Life. His name is Dr. Now, okay? He's going to be there and he's going to be saying, well, I think you need to cut down on all your fast food you're eating there. You need to eat more salads. You need to eat less food in general. And you need to cut down on the sodas. You need to eat none of those. I'd rather you drink water. And now, take a look at Dr. Now, okay? Take a look at Dr. Now. Take a look at his body type. How does he look? How is his appearance? Oh, wait a second. You don't mean Raccoonitic is the same size as an obesity expert? Oh no. Raccoonitic, that's me, is the same size and the same body shape as an obesity expert. He's not the same size and shape as an obesity patient. He's the same size and shape as an obesity expert. Oh, maybe I shouldn't call him fat because he's not the same size as a fat person. He's the same size as an expert on fat people. So fuck yourself, okay? Fuck yourself nicely. Oh, it goes past 10 minutes. Okay.